What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about whether or not charitable contributions are worth it on your taxes. Now, if you don't know, if you make donations to certain charities or certain qualifying organizations, you get a tax deduction on your tax return. And today we're going to go through, the nuances of that and whether or not it's worth it financially or in other ways as well. So before we get started, I wanted to make sure we understand the mechanics of the tax return. So everybody in the US has what's called a standard deduction, or at least most people do. Some people are forced to itemize, but most people have what's called the standard deduction. This is a regular personal deduction that you get. It's worth about $13,000 per person, per taxpayer. And you just get this for being an American taxpayer. It's a deduction of your income, and after that deduction happens, you get taxed on whatever's left, and that's your tax liability. So that's the standard deduction. It's standard for everybody. Next is the itemized deduction. So as a taxpayer, you get to choose either the itemized deduction or the standard deduction. So the itemized deduction are things like mortgage interest, medical expenses, charitable donations, real estate taxes, personal property taxes, those kinds of things. Those fall under the itemized deductions. So, since you get a choice between the two, as you can see, you got to make sure the itemized deductions exceed your standard deductions in order for it to be worth it. Now, you notice that the charitable donations fall under itemized. So if you don't have any other itemized deductions or any major itemized deductions, if you made charitable contributions, then they might not even have an effect on your tax return, okay? Because if your itemized deductions are, less than your standard deductions, then you won't even take the itemized deductions. So something to be aware of when you are making donations and people are trying to get you to donate money and saying it's tax deductible. Yeah, it's maybe tax deductible to you personally. It all depends on the person. So what is the net benefit of a charitable contribution? So a charitable contribution will reduce your income. Let's say you qualify for itemized deductions, and you choose itemized deductions. A charitable donation will reduce your income by the amounts that you donated. So, for example, if you made $100,000 of income from your job and then you donated $1,000 to a charity and you had other itemized deductions as well, the $1,000 deduction to charity will reduce your $100,000 income by $1,000. Okay, and then after all your other deductions happen, let's say for simplistic reasons, you're taxed at 25%, federal and states combined. So your net income will be reduced by $1,000 from your donations times 25%. That means your benefit from the donation is $250. Okay, that means you gave out $1,000, and because of the deduction, you got a $250 benefit. So you're still at a net negative, but it's you get some tax benefit there. Now there's other intrinsic values here, like you really support the charity. Obviously, that means something. If you want to make an impact in your community, that means something. But if we're talking just financially, just straight financial numbers, giving money to charity is not a worthwhile strategy financially. But again, obviously, there's other values and other things at play here. So before we continue, it would be awesome if you would give this video a like, and if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, so other things to be aware of is that not all donations will qualify for a deduction. So in order to qualify for a deduction, you have to make a contribution to a qualifying organization. 501c3, certain foundations, those things could qualify you for the deduction. However, if you made a donation on like somebody's GoFundMe where their daughter dropped out of medical school and they're just trying to find money to get them an apartment or whatever, that's not a qualifying donation. And most donations on Facebook as well. I know Facebook partners with some charities that it makes the donations easier and they actually do qualify, but like people can set up personal donations requests from their friends for money, and those don't actually qualify for a deduction on your tax return. So with all that being said, is the charitable donation deduction actually worth it? Well, first we got to go through the steps. Step one is, are you going to itemize your deductions, or are you taking the standard deduction And that's something that you might not know until tax time, but most people have a pretty good sense. You know, if you're renting and you don't have a mortgage interest and you don't have real estate taxes, you don't have major medical expenses, you're probably not going to itemize your deductions. You're probably going to take the standard deduction. So your $5 contribution to your, to your college will probably not have an effect on your tax return. So just first thing to keep in mind, are you itemizing or are you taking the standard deduction? 2, are you donating to a qualifying charity or a qualifying organization? Or are you donating to your friend's sister on Facebook or on GoFundMe? Consider that too. 3, also keep in mind that no matter how much money you give away, how much of a tax benefit it is, you're still netting negative. You know, like I mentioned before, you give away $1,000, your benefit from that is $250, your net negative $750. Okay, so financially makes no sense. But again, if you're gonna make a donation to charity, hopefully you really believe in charity, believe in the cause. There's something else there than just a financial reason that you're doing it. And so that would be the 4th one, is make sure you believe in the charity, you trust it, make sure it is doing the things it says it's doing, make sure there's financial transparency before you donate to that charity. All right, that's all I got for today. Thanks for listening and watching. Again, smash the like button if you like this content, and if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.
Move for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that say stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flick